everyone, and happy National Donut Day. Thank you all for being here. My name is Maureen Sticco. I am the Director of Marketing for Entenmann's, part of the Bimbo Bakery family of brands. And I would just like to take a moment to thank the Salvation Army and the great city of New York for making this opportunity possible. Thank you very much. In celebration of National Donut Day this year, we introduced our Patriotic Donut, which is our classic rich frosted donut with red, white, and blue sprinkles. And we introduced this so that we can help the Salvation Army celebrate the 150th anniversary of the Salvation Army. So that is awesome. It's the perfect celebration, don't you think? At Entenmann's, we produce over 780 million donuts a year in 20 different varieties. That is a lot of donuts. We know donuts, and we know the importance of Donut Day. In fact, this is our 5th year that we're partnering with the Salvation Army, and that they're here in attendance with us at this event with our Donut Lassies and Lieutenant Mays. So this year, with our donation, we have now raised for 5 years over $130,000 to help the Salvation Army in their efforts to do the most good. Now, I'd like to formally introduce to you Lieutenant Stephen Mays of the Salvation Army, and he's going to give us a little bit of a history lesson about National Donut Day.
Thank you, Maureen. And first and foremost, we just want to say thank you. Entenmann's is an incredible partner for us nationwide, and I just want to see if everyone give Maureen and her team just an incredible round of applause for all she did to make this happen. But the Salvation Army, it is our 150th year internationally, and we have the same mission everywhere, trying to serve the least and the lost. And during World War I, some of the folks who were in the most need were some of our soldiers serving overseas. And so the Salvation Army sent lassies, who you see next to me here this morning. They sent these young ladies over to the front lines who tended to the needs of these men, these soldiers who are fighting for our freedoms. And one of the things that they did, while they would provide a bunch of different services of doing laundry and cooking meals, one of the things they would make donuts. And when these men came back from war, they couldn't stop talking about donuts. And they kind of got this nickname of the Doughboys. And they just kept talking about the lassies and everything. And if you fast forward a few years in our nation's history, we get to the Great Depression. And in Chicago in 1938, with times rough and need rampant, the Salvation Army began wasn't National Donut Day at the time, but it began this Donut Day celebration to raise funds to help those who were suffering under the weight of the Great Depression. And it has continued ever since. And so these last 5 years have been a blessing for us to partner with Entenmann's. I've said to several folks, there is no better donut. And I don't just say that. I know I'm supposed to say that, right? But I said it in a few conversations. I don't leave the grocery store without Entenmann's donuts, and I don't always go to get them, but I always leave with them. But we're so thankful, and this is a rich history, and there's nobody better to partner with. So thank you, everyone.